Hello friends, I am Shravana and welcome to my channel Sparkling Future. Today we will discuss about UDFs in Spark SQL with some sample Scala code. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel. Also please like, share, comment and hit the bell icon for the notifications. So UDF, User Defined Functions. What is a UDF? User Defined Function means if a developer writes a function in the code instead of using the predefined functions from the available if available in the Spark. Not only Spark, okay, anywhere in any technology, if we are writing some new function, then it is called a user defined function. So what's so special about UDF in using the Spark is, in Spark SQL, if you wanted to have any function, it won't let you do directly using any function, because it is mainly based on the, we have to perform the operations on a column based. Because in Spark SQL, when you are dealing with a data frame, mainly it is like dealing with columns, column numbers, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4 in a data frame. So when you are dealing with a columns and when you are looking for a column related operations, it won't let you use a simple function. That we will see with a sample code as well. So for that reason, Spark SQL provides a feature called UDF, which allows you to perform a function. Whatever operations you wanted to perform, right, with that it allows you to create a UDF and it lets you use it. So why do we need is, like, when this already Spark provides most of the functionalities, and let's say your requirement is something different. For example, let's say we have a string and we have to convert that to uppercase. Spark provides you two uppercase function which will convert all the entire string into the uppercase or lowercase. But what if you wanted to convert that only the first letter or only the fifth letter to the uppercase, or only the sixth letter to the lowercase? You have to apply some logic, right? For example, I am saying this is not the main reason. I mean, for the UDF, there are some complex functionalities which cannot be done using the standard Spark functions. Because of that reason, we have UDFs, where using the UDFs you can perform some customized operations on the data frame columns. Then, how to register an UDF in Spark SQL? We can use spark.udf.register method to do that, and we will see that in the sample code. Similarly, for querying the UDF, how to define and use it, we can check using a sample code. So friends, this is the sample code that we are going to discuss today. I have created a Scala object, defined the main method, set the property for removing the winutils.exe null exception, and created the Spark session. And here I have a data frame. I am creating a data frame out of the student data.csv. And then let's see what is this is the file that I am reading. It has 6 columns: serial number, student number, student name, and 4 subjects. And if you see, the name is in lowercase. All the letters are in lowercase. So now let's say we have a requirement where we have to sum all the columns, and we have to populate the total of all the subjects in total column. We can directly do it. Just for the example sake, I am taking that requirement and I am creating this UDFs for doing this purpose. And also in the student name, everything is in lowercase. So we will see how to change only the first letter to change it to the uppercase. Okay, these two UDFs we will apply in the sample code to see how can we work with UDFs. So here I have defined the two functions. Get sum of columns. I am passing 4 subjects we have, right? So I am passing 4 integer values as input to this function, and return value is int. So what I am saying, you just sum up those columns and send it back. So it will return the sum. This meaning, the meaning of this is, define this function with the 4 parameters. Return value is int, and what is the function? We are assigning this return to this function. So it will sum up and return to this function. And similarly, I have created another function called change case. I am passing a string as input to this and returning a string. In this, what I am doing, that is, take the first value, convert that to uppercase, and then take the remaining from leave the first and take the remaining string. So which means it will do the uppercase, it will convert only the first letter to the uppercase. And coming to the main method, so here I have created a variable called get sum of columns UDF with the same names. UDF, 4 integer values are the inputs, 1 output as integer. So fifth one is the return type. Then I am passing the function name to the input to this UDF function. And before even using the UDF, you have to import this UDF function, arg apache spark sql functions.udf method. Okay. And then similarly for change case UDF, change case function, I am creating a variable, and I am defining that for UDF of this change case. Input is string, output is string for the change case function, so that I am mentioning it here. Then I am using these two statements for registering the UDF. Spark, this is this spark, right? This spark session spark is there, right? That's why I am using this. If you are using something else here spark 1, then you have to use spark 1 here, because many people are thinking that this is a predefined variable, and some people, like, they directly use spark dot SQL context or something, and then they come to me and saying this is not working. So whatever variable you use here, you have to use here. Okay, it's like another variable declaration. Spark dot UDF dot register, and here for this name you give this function, this value is there, right? You pass this value saying that you are registering with this name, this function, you are registering that function with this name, you are registering this function with this name. Get sum of columns UDF, change case UDF. Now we have two UDFs created now. So now let's see how to use that. So this is the statement we can use for seeing how many for listing the functions. UDF functions, how to list is spark.catalog.list functions. So this is the option we have to use for listing available UDFs. I mean, even standard functions also it will show. And then because there will be many, because of the standard functionality, I am filtering, I am searching like name like get sum. Okay, so this will just show this function, so we will see that. And okay, fine, we have created the UDF and we have registered it. Now let's see how to use it. Val sum of columns df, I am creating a data frame. This df is this CSV file, df dot with column total. I am saying that create a new column total, and to that get sum of columns UDF, I am passing 4 parameters, 4 columns I am passing. df of sub1, this is how we will pass a data frame, this is how we give use the columns, data frame columns. So df is this data frame, CSV data frame, sub1 is the name of the column. If you see in the file, sub1, sub2, sub3, sub4, and this one is yes name. So sub1, sub2, sub3, sub4, I am passing that 4 columns here. And also with column s name, what is this name is s name, with this name s name, and I am calling this change case UDF by providing this column as input. And finally I am saying that dot show. So here like as I said before, you might get doubt, right, why we need to use, because anyway these two functions only at the end of the day we are calling, why we need to use this UDF at all. So now let's say we will just show you the error it will show if I don't do that, because change case is already here, right? Here change case is there, and to that I am passing it, but this is column, this df of s name is a column, so it expects a column as input, but we cannot do any operations on the column directly, right? We can do it, but for that we can use map or fold left, such kind of operations we can use. But this is another way, like directly for creating if defining a function and passing these columns, we cannot pass string or something. So this is a column and it's saying that it's a string, because this is converted as string here. I mean, we are considering as string, it will throw you this exception. So because of that purpose, we will register this as UDF. This is the functionality available in, this is a feature available in Spark SQL. Okay, so now let's run this code to see what is the output of this data frame. Like we are summing up using the UDF, and also we are converting only the first letter as capital in this S name. And also we are printing what is the list functions, where name like this one, get sum of columns UDF. So I'm saving this and let me run this. So first one is, if you see, get sum of columns UDF is printed. So how can we query a UDF is using the catalog option, catalog.list functions, spark.catalog.list functions. And you can see, right, a new table, new column total is created by summing up these 4 columns. Okay, you can cross verify also. These 4 columns are summed up and created as a new column. And this, in this S name, you can see, right, only the first letter is capitalized, whereas if you see the input file, all are in lowercase. Okay, hope this is clear, friends. Okay, you can freeze the screen, you can try out in your personal laptops, and you can let me know if you are facing any issues. I will definitely help you to resolve that. And I hope the UDF functionality is clear to you now. Thank you so much for watching the video, friends. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings.